What's up, guys? It's Brendan with Extreme Clean Auto Detailing. I don't normally put out content like this, but as most of you know, I am going to college to complete my associates in business management. Our teacher requires this assignment that basically wants us to describe a chapter that we have learned about in class. Probably my favorite chapter is chapter 3, and it talks about social media platforms and how it helps businesses grow and the marketing aspect of social media. I've grasped this aspect pretty well. I wouldn't say I'm a pro. I wouldn't say I'd just say I'm good at it. Through my business, I use social media. I am on every social media platform. All the major ones like LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I either have a commercial account or a personal account. Facebook, I've got a professional account and a trolling account. Instagram, I have a business account and a personal account. See, TikTok, I only have a professional account. Twitter, I have a personal account. I think that's it. Oh, Google, I have a commercial account. And YouTube as well, I have a commercial account, but I also kind of post whatever I want on it. So yeah, I'm into video game streaming. I haven't streamed very much lately because I am just swamped. I've got a political page. I've got the auto detailing page. I've just got a lot of pages and a lot of content. From what I've learned from this aspect, and I'm going to go with Gary Vee. I'm a huge supporter of Gary Vee, and he always talks about putting out a ton of content. If you are a business owner and not putting out at least 42 items of content, I think he wants at least 15 a day and 42 a week or something like that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's at least 15 posts a day on social media platforms. If you're not putting out that, you won't grow, especially as a small business. I'm a small business. I'm in the small business community, and social media presence is huge for small business and growth. I also use Google Ads, so Google Ads helps my social media presence by getting outreach from clients that I don't normally reach myself. Paid advertising, essentially. But your presence, if you don't have great video content or punctuation, great photos about your company, a great description about your company, a great description about yourself, you're not going to go very far. I personally don't ever pay attention to any of this stuff. I just go based off what I like. Now, some social media posts do make me lean more towards stuff, but whatever. So yeah, I'm going to have to say that I get most of my clientele from Facebook, as well as Google. I've only had a couple people ever reach out to me on Instagram or Twitter. I think those platforms are personally dying. The big one right now that you should be taking advantage of when it comes to social media presence is TikTok. A lot of people are doing like trending videos, but I do business posts, or I like to post about stuff that I bought or giveaways or whatnot. There's a lot you can do with TikTok. It's pretty cool. Or Facebook. I've got Dayton Dragons tickets I just gave away. So that will get me a whole lot of exposure at this car show. And through their online presence, they're going to make a Facebook post or shout about my business and me personally. That's through the Shriners organization, which is pretty cool. I got a plaque over here. I didn't realize I was going to get a plaque for it, but hey, whatever. I gave Dayton Dragon season tickets to them, and then I gave them a free gift certificate for my business. So I'm getting clientele in my shop that have never been to my shop, probably never even looked at my shop before. And I'm going to generate them to come into my shop and get a free detail, basically. I also, through chapter 3, they talk about being professional all the time. I don't know. I don't quite agree with that. I do to an extent. But in my opinion, bad exposure can be good exposure. I generate bad exposure from time to time, but I also generate a lot of great exposure through the charities that I help, and through my business in general. I'm turning very neglected cars into looking like it's coming off the showroom floor. So it's all about how you draw or grasp the viewer's post. I don't know. It's all about the photo. I don't know how to break it down without just you being here, being able to show you content. I've got quite a few on my page where I show videos of just cars that are destroyed. And they always look at before and afters. They're all about before and after photos. Best way to market as a small business, especially in a trade field, is to always post before and after photos. If you're not posting before and after photos, how do the clients that you're wanting to get, how are they going to know the work that you put out without before and after photos? And social media can help you out greatly in that aspect of generating leads and clientele. At least from what I've seen. I mean, I get 5 to 25 likes in a matter of 2 years. I've grown my small business page for likes and follows on my page from 2 years, not 3 years. I've grown from 0 followers to, I think, 3,040. I've lost a couple or had to block a couple here and there just because they're flaky and don't want to ever show up for their appointments. And I just don't like dealing with people like that. So that probably will generate some bad exposure because you're blocking people. But hey, I mean, I'm losing money. You're losing nothing out of it. I got to do what I got to do. So yeah. I like to post daily quotes sometimes, not always, but if I feel a quote, I like to post it on Facebook. That'll generate some likes or whatever. Some people don't agree with likes on social media. They just want you to be able to post and not do anything. Not be able to like or heart or whatever or comment on the post. And I don't exactly agree with that because there's a lot of people that make a lot of money on social media based off their presence alone. And their presence generates P&G like Tide or GameStop. They're trying out new games. They're writing reviews about it. If they're not getting feedback based off their videos, how are they going to know, or how are companies going to know what they're getting? They aren't going to know. At the same time, you take a major risk of getting some bad or mixed reviews based off the people you are paying to provide that content. But I'm going to be quite real. If some people don't like my opinion, I'm not going to care. And other people should think like that. Same thing with companies. You're always going to have a certain amount of people that don't like your company or don't like what you produce or whatever. You really don't need that clientele. And that's a political flaw in some companies because they like to market certain areas where other people don't like them. Most companies should stay neutral. Or they should hire people to market within the company and not outside their company. But how do you justify to pay somebody in that aspect or whatnot? Because people are going to want more money because they know they're the reason you are getting your product sold or your followers. You can put a product out there, but if your marketing sucks, you are not going to sell that product. So you have to pay that marketer who is providing the content, putting out the content, making the content, a significant amount of money. I don't have anybody that puts out content in my line of work or my business. I do all of the content myself. Therefore, I don't have to pay anybody because it gets very expensive to pay somebody when you're wanting fantastic content that's going to really reach people. Social media is a game changer for businesses. It has completely 180'd my company. As soon as I paid for a website through Google, I've got Dayton Creative that does my website presence. I pay them. They created my website and then they run my domain. Social media. I've had professional photos done. I've had professional videos done where I had an outsourced company make the video for me and then I put it on my page because let's be real, I didn't go to school for graphic design or anything crazy. I'm sure I could do it if I learned if I paid for Photoshop every month, but I don't have the time to do it. So there's that. Social media is an absolute game changer for small businesses and for people who want to do reviews of products. I'm big about doing reviews for products in the detailing industry. I own a detailing company. I work in the detailing industry, so it makes sense to put out content related to my industry. That content of products, me reviewing enthusiast grade products or whatever, will generate me clientele for people who still don't want to mess with the product. They will want me to mess with the product because I put out a video about the product. I know about the product, the description, the application, everything about the product. And those people will come to me or they will spread the word, share my video. That will get me exposure that I didn't even know I was getting. That's why I love all of these platforms and they are all free. Businesses are not taking advantage of this. It will be their downfall in the future. We're in 2020. Technology is at its prime. I've got a $1,400 phone here that literally does everything. If I want to find something in today's world, I use this. The only thing I don't use this for is some bills I can't pay through this. So I have to use my computer or I have to go to the bank to pay a bill. But everything on Amazon right here has me hooked. Amazon is trying to market my business right now. And I'm not 100% for it yet because it's a lot of money. And I don't really believe in it because I don't ask Alexa if she can pull up my company. I use Google for that. Google is amazing for small business and business in general. YouTube, if you want to learn about a product, it's great. I go to YouTube for everything. YouTube is my go-to for almost everything. If I want to learn how to do something, YouTube is it. Or I'll pay for a class, but certain classes are very expensive in my line of work. So yeah. Any new tools I buy in here, I watch a YouTube video about them first. That gets you a feel for if you want to buy the product or not. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Chapter 3 is all about your social media presence. I've talked a lot about my social media presence and how it has benefited my company. Like I said, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. I don't really use Twitter. I think it's dying. It's for old people. Twitter is for old people. In 140 words or characters or whatever it is, I can't put out content that is useful in 140 characters in the detailing industry. I've tried. It's impossible. It's a dying product. Till Twitter fixes their game. I could post a link from another platform that I've used, and Twitter will take my followers from Twitter to that platform. But if I'm simply trying to put out content on that platform, it's not good. It's not good at all. So yeah. Will I ever think Facebook will go out? I don't know, man. MySpace went under. I don't know. Sorry if I'm just kind of running. I don't really know what my professor is wanting us to talk about exactly. He's wanting us to talk about a chapter. And from my perspective, chapter 3 is my favorite chapter because my business works with that chapter every day, and I'm trying to talk about how my business uses social media, like chapter 3 talks about, to gain clientele and exposure. But I don't agree how he's having a professional standpoint or trying to get everybody to like you. I don't agree with that aspect because not everybody's going to like you. And that goes across the board. You're always going to have somebody that doesn't like you. So yeah. If we want to talk about a company that currently that I think is doing great marketing wise, I've got it right here. Nintendo. I've got a Nintendo Switch Lite. They've quit making Nintendo Switches. They're about to come out with the Pro at the end of this year. But the Nintendo Switch. What are you doing, Missy? Missy, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Get over here. Yeah, I hear you. But sorry, my cat's acting crazy. I don't know what her deal is. She's acting weird. But Nintendo, they quit making their Nintendo Switch. Now they've just got these Switch Lites. But Nintendo has created a private market as well because people are going in, buying these consoles, and then the small people like you and I are upping the price of these consoles. You can see on Marketplace that the Nintendo Switch Lite that is originally $200 on a store is going for $300 and $400. You got a Nintendo Switch for the next 8 months that you are not going to be able to find one for less than $450 unless somebody absolutely needs money. People are buying these up left and right that are brand new and flipping them for anywhere from $450 to $600, and they're originally $300 in stores. So Nintendo is creating a private market outside of their own market for people to make more money off of selling the console for a higher price after it's bought off the store shelf. Nintendo's not making any money off of that. I mean, they're making their regular price off of what they created and made. So they're $200, $300 price points, but then they've got their own private market where customers are making money on top of what Nintendo's making, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of money to be made in flipping items and charging more if you can get a great deal on it. Or in the sense of shoes or something like this, you buy it at the cost that the store is going to sell it at, and then you flip it for more. It's pretty cool. A lot of cool stuff. I luckily did not pay extra for this. I got this one in the store. But yeah. Another great thing we can talk about is the Mandalorian figure that I've already done a video on. People are buying these up at first in bulk buys. They were going for, I think, $20 in Target, and then they were selling them online for $80 to $100. So it's pretty cool. And those are the Black Series Star Wars characters, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah. This is Brendan with Extreme Clean Auto Detailing. Thanks for watching. This video is 20 minutes and 31 seconds long. I just like to talk and ramble on. I've got a lot of experience in business. Not so much a school background, but I've got real life experience on how to start a business, own a business. My company is in zero debt. Everything is paid for cash in here. I've got a lot of equity in my shop. So yeah, I'm looking to expand next year, which will be pretty cool. A lot of people in the industry look at me and ask me a lot of questions on how to start a business, what products I recommend, all kinds of stuff. I'd like to think I don't know, good to give advice on the detailing industry, but you never know. Some people don't like me, so whatever. Thanks for watching, guys. Give this video a like, a share, and a follow. I'm going to submit this video for my YouTube presentation for Sinclair Community College in my business marketing class on Chapter 3, which is marketing or digital marketing, online, social, and mobile presence. And I basically talked about how my business personally shows its online presence and social media presence. I talked about content. I talked about you as a professional person and you as a not professional person. I talked about platforms. I talked about platforms that I think are dying and which ones are up and coming. And TikTok is definitely on the top of up and coming because they won't sell to Facebook, and Facebook will kill them off the map as soon as they sell to them. And I think TikTok has an opportunity to do better than Facebook in a certain aspect. I mean, you're getting, dude, I've made 5 videos on TikTok that have all had 25,000 views. I don't get 25,000 views on Facebook. I get maybe 2,500 views. TikTok, I'm getting 25,000 views for free just by hashtagging. Now, given it's not detailing related, it's all Star Wars because I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. But they're coming to my page. They're seeing my cover photo of my auto detailing business. And then they're going to other aspects like YouTube or something and clicking on links, which will eventually get them to my YouTube channel, Facebook, or Instagram, which is pretty cool. So, yeah. Social media presence is a huge game changer for small business. And if you are a small business not hopping on social media to market your company, you are eventually going to go under. Unless you just have a straight nobody around you is in your niche and market, then you might be all right. But your niche or market could always die. So remember that one. It ain't good forever. Thanks for watching, guys.